This is the Star News Brief. I'm Joeli Regi. Revelations have emerged of how the bad blood between President William Ruto and his predecessor Uhuru Kenyatta scuttled heads of state meeting in Qatar last month. The high-level meeting that was planned for January 23rd to sign a peace deal between the wrangling Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo was called off at the last minute. The Star has established that Uhuru, the lead facilitator for the meeting and the peace talks, pulled out in a half, throwing the entire plan into disarray and eventual cancellation. Uhuru had sent names of 17 members of his delegation for facilitation. The meeting was called by the Amir, monarch and head of state of the state of Qatar. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com. The full-blown tax war pitting President William Ruto and his predecessor Uhuru Kenyatta heads to Parliament, with the president's troops demanding full disclosure of all tax exemptions and reliefs since the handshake. Ruto's men insist the tax exemptions, reliefs and incentives were abused by officials in the previous administration and want the rot laid bare. National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah yesterday confirmed writing to Treasury Cabinet Secretary Njuguna Ndung'u demanding the disclosure from January 2018 to date. Willie Kimani's widow, Hannah Kamau, says her family got justice for her husband's murder by police. Former cop Frederick Leliman got the death sentence, and his four co-accused got 20 to 30 years in prison for killing Kimani, his client and driver. Why? Because his client refused to drop an assault case against Leliman. Leliman was declared the mastermind of the killing of Kimani, taximan Joseph Mwirore, and his client Josephat Mwendwa. Secondary schools last week received capitation funds totaling to 16 billion shillings, Education CS Ezekiel Machogu has revealed. As more than 1.2 million learners report to Form 1 this week, secondary schools can now run activities with the funds. Machogu was overseeing Form 1 admission at St. George's Girls, where he warned school heads against charging parents unapproved levies. Every health facility, right from the dispensary, should be involved in the early detection of breast cancer, the Ministry of Health has said. Cancer of the breast is the most commonly diagnosed in Kenya and the second most common cause of all cancer-related deaths in Kenya. Most cases are diagnosed at stages 3 and 4, which require aggressive treatment. The Ministry of Health's move is aligned with the World Health Organization's Global Breast Cancer Initiative framework released last week. It aims to save 2.5 million lives from breast cancer by 2040. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com.